Are you heading to Greece this summer or in the near future? We're going to tell you the key information you need to know before you go to Greece. So let's get into it.
So, where exactly is Greece? Where is it located? It's in the Mediterranean, in southern Europe. So Greece has 6,000 islands. 227 of those islands are inhabited. Now, in this summer, we visited Mykonos, Crete, Paros, Antiparos as well. So on previous visits, we visited Athens and Corfu, Santorini, Paxos, Antipaxos. So we visited quite a few islands. So we'll discuss some of these destinations in more detail, but also look out for other videos. We'll have full videos on Mykonos, Crete, Antiparos, and Paros.
So moving on to currency, they use the euro. It's about 7 to 8% stronger than the US dollars. We bank with Bank of America, and Marvin actually ordered yours prior to our trip. You received like a discount on the conversion and no shipping. Be sure to check with your bank. Watch out for the foreign transaction fees when you're using your debit or credit card. So that can be substantial. If you plan to use the ATM when you're in Greece, do not accept the conversion. So let your local bank handle the conversion for you. Speaking of conversions, the airport is the worst. Do not convert your money at the airport. No, do not do it. So we recommend that you at least have the funds to transport to your hotel. So maybe between 1 to 200 euros or so.
So in terms of the best times to visit, it's different. Best time to splurge or best time to have a cost-effective visit. Now, if you want to splurge, July and August, absolute best time to visit Greece. It's actually the height of the tourist season, but everything's a little more expensive. Most resorts actually operate between April to November, and they do close for the rest of the year. If I had to choose 2 months to visit Greece where I can actually get cost-effective deals and also where things are really going, I would probably choose May and October. Both of those months are pretty warm. Both of those months you have restaurants that will be open, the beach club, the hotels, things will be getting really happening, but it's not as expensive yet. What we'll do, we'll put a link below with the best deals we can find for the hotels there.
With 227 islands, there are so many amazing choices, okay? So you cannot go wrong. If this is your first time visiting Greece, Athens is a must. You gotta see the Acropolis.
Absolutely.
Santorini, Mykonos, those are staples. But guess what? You can also hit those on a day trip from some of the other islands like Paros. Only like 45 minutes on the ferry. So consider that. So we've been to Corfu, we've been to Crete, we've been to Paxos, Antipaxos, Paros, Antiparos. Each of these islands have their own unique character. Like Crete, the largest island, it's more spread out, it's laid back, chill, lots of great beaches, great restaurants, fantastic. Paros, similar to Mykonos, like it's upscale but without the crowd. So be sure to subscribe and look out for our upcoming videos on Crete, Mykonos, Paros, and Antiparos.
Oh yeah. So, in terms of getting around, the best options are by ferry or by rent-a-car, motorbike, or 4x4 wheelers for island exploration. For ferries, we recommend you check Ferry Hopper, and this will give you all the different options for the different ferry schedules, so you can look at the different options. And then we recommend booking directly with the ferry companies. So whether that's the Sea Jets or the Fast Ferries or the Blue Star or the Super Express, you want to do that for basically best flexibility and convenience. Now for the summer months and public holidays, you want to book in advance. The more weeks you can book in advance, the better. But we said July, August, you want to do at least 2 to 3 weeks in advance to book your ferries. By the way, The ferries will leave you if you're not on time.
Don't do what we did. Or no, Marvin did.
Guys, I was running. Anne-Marie was there by the ferry boarding area. And your boy was just a little bit late and they were gonna leave me. I was within 1 minute of them leaving me. Anne-Marie had to beg for them to keep the door open while I come running down. We recommend arrive at least 15 minutes before, but most people arrive somewhere between 20 and 30 minutes before your ferry leaves. Rental vehicles were a great deal. We rented cars 4 times. Sometimes it was as low as 30 euros per day, sometimes about 50 euros per day. So it was actually not a really expensive price to rent a car. It was a cost-effective way of getting around. Then I know what you're saying. Hey, 50 euros a day to rent a car? I'll tell you, if you're in Mykonos and you want to go somewhere like 7 to 10 minute drive, it's gonna cost you 40 to 50 euros in a taxi. A lot of money in a taxi. And I know what you're saying. Hey Marv, this is 2024. We got Uber. We're gonna save some money. You know, Uber is very cost effective. A 10-minute ride in an Uber in Mykonos is gonna cost you 38 to 40 euros as well. So to rent a car for 50 euros per day was a great deal for us. Guys, you want to have an international driver's permit. It's required in Greece. Now, we rented cars 4 times and not once did they ask for my international driver's permit. So I did get the car, I did drive around. The problem is, if you stop by the police and they ask you to produce this document, that's where you may get in trouble if you don't have it. So it's actually, this one costs approximately $20 from AAA. So just go ahead, go to AAA and grab one. Just take a passport picture. It takes about 10 minutes and you're set.
What shall I pack? That is the $1 million question. So lightweight fabrics are your friend. It is so hot there. So cotton, linens, etc., that type of deal. Make sure you wear comfortable footwear like walking shoes, sturdy flip-flops if you're going to use the flip-flops because they do have some inclines as well, and the cobblestones. So, you know, ladies, leave the heels at home. They really don't work that well. So maybe wedges. I think I tried wedges a couple of times, but really flats are your friend. You know, Marvin did some flat shoes and sneakers. He did some t-shirts and shorts, but you know, prepare to sweat because it's hot, especially in those hot summer months that Marvin spoke about.
And I normally wear a lot of jeans, and jeans pants, they're too heavy and you will be sweating too much. So you want to wear actually lightweight, some of the lightweight materials Anne-Marie spoke about.
Other items, sunglasses, yes, you gotta protect the eyes. Hat, yes, protect the skin. Sunscreen, oh my goodness, you don't want to buy it there either. It is so expensive, so bring your own. Some of the high-end restaurants, they do require a little bit more upscale dressing. So maybe for men, maybe collared shirt. For ladies, maybe maxi dresses, skirts, and so forth. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, and then you can wear heels sometimes there.
Right. We'll drop a link below for some of our recommendations for resort wear.
Guys, hotels, restaurants, beach clubs, they all require advanced reservations. We spoke about hotels earlier. As we said, hotels, they get booked out pretty quickly, especially for July and August, so you want to secure those. The restaurants, they become full. You'll definitely find places to eat, but the trendiest and the best spots are gonna be full. So you want to reserve the restaurants at least a few weeks in advance. The further out you can, the better. Now, some of the trendy places, they'll charge you a refundable deposit. So sometimes it's like 50 euros, maybe up to 100 euros. It's refundable, it's applied to your meal, so they just don't take it. But if you don't show up, then they'll take it. So this is a way for them to ensure that folks don't do multiple reservations that they don't plan on using.
Turn up the radio, blast your stereo.
Man, all the islands, there's so many beach clubs. So the beach clubs, depending on the islands, they charge between 40 and 100 euros for 2 chairs and an umbrella. Now, sometimes they include towels. You want to bring your towels because other times it's not. Some of the beach clubs that don't include towels, they'll charge you 10 euros per towel. So just bring a towel from your hotel or your villa, Airbnb, or wherever you're staying. Now, the beach clubs also, they'll charge you 10 to 20 euros extra to be on the first row. Apparently, the Europeans like to be on the first row that's closest to the sea. I actually like to be a couple rows back so I can watch people as they're going and coming from the sea, but to each his or her own. Cabanas are generally more expensive, sometimes 100 euros. Some of the cabanas, depending on the quality of the beach club as well, they may have a minimum spend. You may have to get a bottle service, so if you want to ball out, or you're with a group, cabanas could be a great option. For those of you that's on a budget and you don't want to spend money for a beach chair, umbrella, or for a cabana, the option for you is to go eat at a restaurant. Most of these beach clubs have really great restaurants. You can go there, eat, relax, vibe, just have a great time.
It's actually a cool integrated concept. I mean, you have restaurant, you have beach club, and shopping all in one. I mean, it's beautifully done.
Yeah, guys, shopping.
So speaking of shopping, if you plan to shop, be sure to check with the store if they do VAT refund. So you can get some taxes back in Europe, you know, if you're, I guess, if you're American or Canadian perhaps. So we recommend that you get the refund back to your credit card versus cash, because there are third-party providers in the airport that will give you cash back, but they will hold on to 5% for themselves.
Yeah, and sometimes up to 10%. And guys, I think they're robbery. They're just the same like the expensive money changes in the airports. That's what will happen to you.
This is very important. When you return to the US, be sure to declare what you bought, especially if it exceeds the amount of the allowable amount.
And guys, even if they don't ask you if you bought anything, just go ahead and tell them, hey, I purchased this dress, or I got a couple bottles of wine, or whatever it is. Because even if you have to pay taxes on it, it's normally very minimal.
So moving on to the food section. So the favorite part, I mean, we're foodies, and I absolutely love the food in this region, okay?
Oh, yeah.
The fresh seafood, fish for him, oh my goodness.
Red snapper.
The only thing that we would like as a caution, be sure to watch out for the price per kilo, because that could get very expensive. So pay attention to that.
For the fish.
For the fish, for
Yeah.
our seafood.
shellfish, yeah.
Our seafood.
Yeah.
Price per kilo. In terms of other things to eat, the gyros or gyros, I mean, those are good. So chicken, pork, I know we don't eat pork, but we've had chicken. It comes with onions, potatoes inside. You can get it as a plate or, you know, wrapped up. So we had it a few times, delicious. They also specialize in lamb in this area. I had lamb, I think, once as well. Other thing, Greek salads. For some reason, Greek salads just hit differently when you're in Greece. Well, be sure to check it out.
Oh yeah, and Anne-Marie says it can be expensive per kilo. I'll just give you an example. At some of the more expensive places for fish, it could be 100, 150 euros per kilo. So that's 150 euros for 2.2 pounds. At others, it could be 50, 60, 70. So just pay attention, guys. Now, in terms of tipping, they don't have a strong tipping culture in Greece, but with all the Americans going to Greece, it's actually changing. So I recommended 10 to 15% tips in the restaurant if you had really good service. Exceptional service, you tip more based on what you feel. Now, housekeeping, we recommend 2 to 5 euros per day. And guys, make sure you tip on the first day that you're staying in a hotel. If you're tipping housekeeping, you probably will get better service for the other remaining days as well. The bellhops, guys carrying your bags, 1 to 2 euros per bag is suffice.
I think we found something odd about the tipping though. Didn't they ask you, like, front desk at one hotel if you wanted to leave tip for the front desk?
Oh yeah, guys, we stayed at one property, a luxury property, and the front desk staff, when we were checking out, said, would you like to leave a tip for the front desk staff? I don't know. I haven't come across that before. What do you think about that? Drop a comment below. I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Would you oblige, or do you think that's different? That's weird? Let us know.
Few other tips on what to bring: your adapter. I'm sure maybe you can get one from your hotel, but I don't know. I wouldn't chance it. Put a link below on our favorite one. International driver's permit. Marvin mentioned it earlier. And guess what? If you're gonna shop, extra room in that bag.
Guys, bring some extra cash because you may have to pay for some extra bags if you're traveling with someone like Anne-Marie. There you have it. What you need to know before traveling to Greece. Look out for our other videos. We got Crete, we got Mykonos, we got Paros, Antiparos. Oh guys, we went to a nude beach as well in Antiparos. Look out for that. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next one.